Hi everybody, I'm Cherish.
And I'm Joy.
And we're Musicals. I said my name like that.
What?
Cherish.
Joy.
Wait.
This was like a week ago?
Yeah.
About a week ago. We saw Drag on a Friday night.
Oh my God. It was a good Friday night show.
It was such a good. And we've really come to really like going to New World stages.
It's like out of the way.
Yeah.
Of the fray.
Yeah.
And the theaters are small but not uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more intimate, but it's not like super old.
And it also checks off our go see more Off-Broadway stuff.
Yes.
Because we really suck at that.
We do.
Now we gotta go to like the independent Off-Broadway.
I know.
Sometimes we'll hit a second stage show that has an Off-Broadway theater. Sometimes, it's New World stages mostly holding it down for us.
Yes.
But
I want to say we'll go back soon because I want to see there's a show coming.
Yeah.
There, and I was like, oh, it kind of sounds interesting.
But this is such a good show. I won the lottery, and I saw the seats were like table seating, like front row, and I got so scared because I was so nervous. I was like, drag queens like participation, and I am not that person.
We're not.
We're not participation people. Please, like Udo. Like, it was a lot for me at Aunt Juliet when Romeo sang to my face. Like, that really got me, like, I got little, I was excited, but also, like, really, like, I didn't know what to do
like,
back.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so, like, yeah. So, and we're like, so we were in the front, and, but it was good. It was just regular eye contact.
Yeah. Nothing crazy.
If
you're worried about
no one asked us to do anything.
Yeah.
You can have, drinks and food delivered.
Yeah, at the table. You get table service.
Table service.
So they just bring your drinks to you.
Yeah. We did not, but I could see how that could be fun.
I wish we had known, like we ate before.
Yeah.
Like we could have just
I mean, it was fine.
Yeah.
We still mask at the theater, so it's like whatever. So, sitting in the front. I mean, this was such a good time. Like, I knew drag was probably gonna be good anyway. Like, but like I didn't know like the story. Like, I didn't read what Drag the Musical was about. Like, so I walked in and was just excited to see people I've seen on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Right.
So that
was like Jujubee.
Yeah, Jujubee. Like, I was so excited.
Alaska.
Yeah, Adam Pascal was in it.
Right.
Like, so just so happy to just Eddie Corbett was in there.
Oh my God, Scuttle.
I was just like, yeah. So, and it's just such a good story about, like family and like working together and like finding out who you are. It's just, it's just a good show.
It's like cheesy, but in like the best way.
Yeah, in a drag way.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's good though.
Right.
Like the story, like the writing is actually good and it makes sense, and the music supports that, and the music is actually good. It makes sense, and then it's funny, and it's sad in parts, and it's just like
you have a good art.
It's a good musical,
right?
Like, this is a good musical. Like, I was watching it, and I was just like, this is a good show. Like,
just like entertain
from the moment you sit down, and the set was beautiful. And
it was like really cool.
Yeah, like
I was like, whoa, with the set. I was like, oh my goodness, because I'm thinking, the Goes Wrong show has like the more like incorporated set in that space, but this is pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah,
it's there's pictures of like pop culture icons, like a lot of like LGBTQ icons, and there's neon, and there is a screen, and there's there's some stairs, and and then there's little moving pieces that come like in and out, and they have their ensemble that helps with that, and it was really fun. It was really fun. The only thing about the table seating is it's very close, so you are moving your head a lot. To sweep the stage to see what's going on.
It's a pretty wide stage,
right? So for like they're like downstage in the center, like on their little like catwalk or whatever. Like we're turning our heads to like see what's going on there. But then also something might be happening like to the left of me, like literally on my left. So then I might have to like turn and look this way, or you're looking up a bit. So. And there was a part where Eddie Corbett was like up there, and I couldn't see him. I could just hear
he was right over your head.
Yeah. So, but there is regular,
theater seating.
which was fun. And they used the aisles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not in the tables, but like the aisle between like the tables and the
like a catwalk.
Yeah, seating. So that was fun.
Yeah.
And
I just really liked it. Like this has so many good songs. We actually like it has so many good songs and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't know. I just feel like everyone was doing their job when we saw it.
Yeah.
You know, like it was so good. Like we saw what was his name?
Oh,
the child? Yeah, we saw Yair Kedar. And I was like, yeah, such a nice voice. And, you know, like I was like, oh my God, his song that everyone's crying. Yeah, the people next to me were crying like during his parts, and I was like, oh, okay.
But it was really cute though.
Yeah, it was very cute. But I just we've been listening to the music since after we left the show. So I think the music is great. If you go for anything, I would just go to hear some good music.
Yeah, like if you watch like RuPaul's Drag Race and RuPaul's Drag Race and the songs that they do, it's literally in that vein. So you'll enjoy it.
But better singing. If the queens are doing
yes. But with singers.
With singers, yeah. Like the guy
more or less.
The guy who played
Alaska can't sing.
You know. Her songs were directly in her wheelhouse. Was the guy who played Alexis, Nick Adams. He had a nice voice, so he was very like yeah, it's just funny. Like I don't know, the show's just it's so good. Like you just have like two drag queens. It just starts off with like some lore about these two drag queens who are in a relationship, and then something happens and nobody knows why they broke up, and nobody ever will, and then they open up their own drag clubs on opposite sides of the street,
right?
And you're just like one what's her name? Kitty? No, Alexis. Yeah. The Nick Adams plays Alexis, and Alexis's club, like what's it called? The cat?
No, they're the fishy ones.
The fishy ones, yeah. Tank. The fish tank. Is not doing well financially, and they call the brother in, who's Adam Pascal, to work the numbers and figure out how to pay back like the IRS and all of this stuff, and then they thinking that the cat, what's it called, the fish tank and the cat, right? I forgot the name of the club, which is Alaska's club, who plays Kitty. They thinking they're doing so much better. They're seeing that the more like highbrow drag club, but they're actually not doing that well financially either. And they end up, like, I mean, you can see where the story's going as it's happening,
right?
Like there's no plot twists or anything like that, but it's just so funny. Like the characters from each club is just like funny, and like I want to give a special shout out to Lachlan as Puss. Oh, like that was so funny.
Yes.
Yeah. Although his name is not in the.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It says Nick Laughlin still.
Oh,
but I didn't think we got a thing. But yeah. Anyway. Lachlan as Puss Dubois because he was so funny. Like there's this one. I think the funny thing about the show is like the jokes that carry on throughout the show.
Yes.
It's just so like it's so drag. It's so like you really have to like
the humor is right up our alley.
Yeah, the humor is right up our alley. Like
I'll type it carry on, as I like to say.
Yeah, it was so funny. I just really like the show, and I was like, I really would like to go back before it closes. I think it closes in April.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I would definitely go back. Like, and the thing with drag the musical is there's so many talented drag queens just even in New York,
right?
So they could just keep the show going if they wanted to. I
think so.
But maybe they'll take it around.
Around the town.
Yeah, like I can see drag here,
like touring.
Yeah, touring. Like I think there's a market for that. Like I think it's so good.
That's why I was happy to see Tamika Lawrence in here too.
Yeah, she stayed with a job.
She did.
She did. So
she reminds me so much of my godmother. Like it's like so funny just to see her. Like she looks so much like her. I'm always like, hi.
Yeah.
Like I'm like they have to have been family at some point. I feel like in my mind.
Yeah. I don't know, what else can we say about drag? I mean, I think it's funny. It's funny at curtain call and Alaska's like, you can sing with us. It's just 7 words. Drag is expensive. I don't know. It's just so
silly.
It's so silly. It's just such a good time. Like, I would recommend if someone asks, "Oh, what should I see?" I'm just gonna say, go see Drag the Musical. You literally can't go wrong with that show unless you literally don't like drag queens or having fun. If you don't like to have fun or like drag queens, it's not for you. But if you do like to have fun and you do like drag queens, then the show's for you. It's a good time. Like, it is. Like, when we were there, these 2 guys had just gotten married, and so they made an announcement before the show started. Yeah, to thank them for spending their wedding night at drag, and it was very cute. Yeah, that was very cute. Like, drag seems to have like the show itself has like a following. There were people who had shirts on, and you could tell had been there already. They were singing the songs during the show. I could see. So I was like, oh yeah, the show has a fan base, and we had been wanting to see it for a while. We just hadn't gotten to it. Right. So I'm glad we got to it, and I'm glad we won. And on a Friday night, I know, so much fun.
And the best part is it was only hour and a half,
90 minutes, no intermission.
Perfect. Started at 7:00. Hit it.
Such a good time.
Come home before the train starts going local. Hit it. Okay. And also, should we just put it like on this one? We also saw, we won't do a review because we already have a Hadestown review, but we did see Hadestown, I think the night after.
Right?
No, the night before. The night before. We saw Hadestown, which also started at 7:00.
Yeah, we wanted to go because we wanted to see the cast change with Haley Kilgore and Merle and Daniel Breaker, and we got Daniel Breaker and Merle. Haley was out, so now we have to go back to Hadestown so we can see Haley.
Yeah, but we saw Jessie Shelton, which I know
she's been there for
So she's ready to see.
Yeah,
perfectly fine. We just were like, oh, Haley.
Yeah,
so we gotta go back and see Haley because we missed her in once on this island. So that's what we really want to see. I'm also curious to see how her voice sounds and how it's mature.
She was a literal child.
When you listen to Once on This Island, she sounds so young. I'm like, I wonder if her voice has matured since then. But that. But Merle and Daniel were really good.
Hadestown was a solid show. There's a reason why 5 years later it's still around.
We were like front row,
which is fun. The lights went over my head and wait for me.
Look like right over Joy.
I was like, yeah.
So that was interesting. We were like, it's a little awkward to raise our cups and feel like right there. And I think I was like standing like super close. I literally like backed up like until I hit the back of the chair because it was very close. Oh shoot, we forgot. We did have from drag.
We have merch.
Yeah, we did.
We got the vinyl.
It's not the cast. This is a
studio recording.
Yeah, so I guess like before, like wherever the show was before, I think like 6.
How they had a studio recording and it gets the buzz going,
right,
and whatnot,
and a magnet, which looks like
This is like what it could be because I do think some of the songs are different on this than what we saw.
Yeah.
So,
but a time was had. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.